And let me put the Kerbal thing on. There we go. Kerbal image will start updating. Oh, have I been? Hi, SP. Yeah. No, not been too well. And my allergies are playing up today, so I might mute because I've got a pile of hankies next to me because my allergies. I'm just taking allergy tabs, so they should work. Okay. Thank you for asking. Anyway. Right, what we're going to do? I just took on we'll just get a little low curve in orbit thing to get us back into Kerbal. $72. Okay, F5. Let's go and get this piece of space junk. There's a small fly on the screen now. Go away. So I've got the window open, haven't I? Just get this thing into orbit. So I'm waiting for 81 on the apoapsis and then we'll begin to coast. There we go, that'll do. That's close enough. Then we wait until we get to the apoapsis, and then at that point we'll do a prograde burn, circularize, and get into orbit. Yeah, how many subs were we up to? I think it was. Have I got any power on my phone? 7. I only got 7% on my phone, so I'll leave it charging rather than look at the. Because I don't have, when I'm streaming, I don't have YouTube up. I'm just using all the docking windows on OBS. Right, we're 70. We're above 70 now, so we can get. I was just wondering how many subs we have, because I think we passed 750. Sorry, I was just thinking, I mean, I'm still not sure about streaming on YouTube. I mean, I'm comfortable streaming on YouTube now because we had a lot of nice people in chat. I mean, we've had a few people not nice in chat, but then most people in chat is quite nice. It's just that I had an audience on Twitch, and I was just thinking about it. What's the best platform to continue? And of course, I do have making an income for this on my mind. It wasn't my original goal, but if I do go back, I'm just considering going back into full-time education and wondering if this could fund education for the next 4 years. But I don't know. I do have 4 YouTube channels anyway, and I do other stuff on other YouTube channels. But the games seem to have an audience, don't they? What is that? 1-3. I don't even know what that is. 132 needs a name. We'll have to go to that one time and find out. We've got a bunch of stuff in orbit we need to deorbit. This is why I keep the lines on, because we've got a bunch of stuff we need to. That's the one component we need to get to anyway. So you deorbit this after removing fuel. We haven't removed fuel from it yet. We can get a tug over there and remove fuel. Hang on, I'm going to have to do my nose again. Right, there we go. 82 by 83, that'll do. Right, let's get this out. Extend that. Extend that. Extend that. Extend that. There we go. Then there already. What flag we got? We got the Hyogo Ken flag. Hyogo Ken was there is a name for the flag in it rather than just flag. There's just a noise outside. And check flight radar a sec. We just check flight radar in case an aircraft came over. Sorry, I used to work in aviation, and I'm interested in any time an aircraft goes over. No, I can't see it. There's another sound outside. I got my headphones on. Don't know. Still interested, even though I'm probably not going to go work there again. Right, where are we? Change inclination. Change inclination. So the inclination node closest to apoapsis. What's it? Is it that one? That one there. ascending, descending, anti-normal is descending. So we walk to this point to do the inclination burn by here. Change the inclination, we've got 1 degrees difference. Yeah, it's going to take another hour for my antihistamines to kick in. I'm very uncomfortable at the moment with nose. Our orbits aren't very different, so I'm going to raise the orbit where we are, and then so that our orbits are different, and we'll get to it faster. Right, let me do my nose again. Right, I don't know what the component looks like. We'll find out when we get there. 1.3 kilometers, less than a kilometer to go now. As we go past, see what component it is. Component, yeah, I know what the name it is. I need to know how big it is, and because sometimes it's a big fuel tank, sometimes it could be something small. It's only like a little bit of a little adapter or something, is it? Interstage. Yeah, microphone's still on, just checking. It's a little fuel tank. F5, and then yeah, we can bring it back from 85 by 81. So F5 again. There's the mountain range. Go by here. Should we try and burn it a little bit early? Let's press F5. Try and burn a little bit early. I'm sick of doing the burn by ear to try and slow us down. But I find if we burn too early, we always either too short or something. It's no, when we're coming back with a machine like this, we don't have a lot of control over where we're going to land. I mean, that's why we've got to get the gliders working. But I mean, I have thought about, and I have actually done some prototypes years ago of trying to get a glider, a space plane that can hook onto debris and things like this and bring it back. We could try that again at some point. to slow down. If we get below about 0.4 meters per second, we can quick save. Sorry, I'm not very well. I'm just. Hang on. Where'd that go? I sneezed and I just want to know where it went. Hang on. One moment. Mods. I got a couple of science experiments and aviation lights. And then I got the science alarm, this transfer planner, which I haven't used, and the waterfall effects. And that's it. Almost all the stuff is stock. Everything else is stock. Yeah, so it's not much. We've just got aviation lights and some science experiments, and that's all I've got for the parts mods. Yeah, I'm not very well at the moment, so if I'm taking pauses, sorry about that. There we go, 100% recovery on the runway. That's why we tried to get back to the runway. This is the launch stage. We've got a prototype SSTO over there, which we've still got to try and work out how to refuel. So nicely, I switched to Linux and can't figure out how to install CCAN. Yeah, I'm not using CCAN. I just download the mods and just throw them in straight up into the game data directory, isn't it? That's the way I'd rather do it anyway. I mean, I haven't seen one of Linux Guru Gamer. He's a person who manages a bunch of the mods, and he's got a Twitch channel. I assume he's got a YouTube channel as well. Sorry, sometimes I click off and go and do stuff on the other monitor. Yeah, there's a guy named Linux Guru Gamer, and he does Kerbal mods. He manages a bunch of Kerbal mods. And all the mods which are they were made and then abandoned, he's taken them on, and he still looks after them. So he's a brilliant person, an expert. Sorry, I just need to keep managing my nose. My allergies are terrible tonight. Yeah, I can breathe a bit better for a few seconds. Right, what are we doing now? We got no contracts. I wonder if we should try something. It's like oh damn. Because we've got parts, so we'll have to let's open a random vehicle, and have a look at some parts over there. We'll open a random vehicle. Fly and recover us, what we used the other day. We're just messing around with it. Right, because we got cargo. Utility. So we've got some of these I didn't know how to use. There's a thing that clamps stuff to the ground, and I didn't know how to use it, so I was going to experiment this thing. There's a. Well, let's just stick a thing just for random's sake. That thing. Deployable ground part. This is a cargo part that can be placed inside inventories. Dry mass, packed volume. Deployable ground part. What is it? Stampatron ground anchor. I'm never not sure what it is or how to use it. So I was thinking about we'll just get a Kerbal, we'll just drive around KSE, place it on the ground and see what happens. Alright, we've got a vehicle, we need a vehicle. Don't save. We need a vehicle that can just drive around, and I find breaking ground parts very finicky and I never really end up using it. There's a lot of the mod parts I don't use. I mean, it's the Wolfhound, I think, came in one of the DLC, and I use that a lot. That's just one engine. Did the Wolfhound come in a DLC? Can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember which parts are from which DLC. What the hell is that? What the hell is this? I don't know. You said you don't want spoilers, but I'm allowed to tell you how they work. Well, give me a go. Let me try and work it out for myself, and if I don't get anywhere, then maybe last time. What the hell's this? What have I done here with this? This is just as many science experiments as you can get on one vehicle. Sorry, I have to manage my nose again. Yeah, I'd like to try to work it out myself. At least try. Doing a prospector. We might have to make a new vehicle. Just a little. I got a little rover here somewhere. There you go, a little rover. Stick a container to the back. Could stick a container to it somewhere. Do we need those? Where is it? Where is it? It's there. Stick one there. I assume that maybe you get like any Kerbal part, you know, like a habitation part or something. Might stick to it. Stick a repair kit on there. A couple of repair kits just in case we need it. We'll stick an engineer to drive this around and see what happens. We might have to take a vehicle and plop something on it. Right. Kerbals. What are we looking for? Kerbal. Engineer. Right. So the come on, Edney. Edney the Kerbal. Sorry, but my bloody nose is just so irritating. It's my nose. All right, let's take a look at this now. I assume that you can attach something to it. Whether you attach it with a docking port, I don't know. I think you just stick a piece or a thing on top. It just keeps it attached to the ground. Right, let's walk over. You hate You hate my cooking. I hate your cooking too. Yeah, I know. My cooking leaves a lot to be desired. Activate it first. Stop telling me what to do. Alright, I'll do what you say. Right, leave seat. Oh, it's too far away, is it? Right, we can't go back to it. Right. We'll drive this over there now. Right, okay. This thingamajiggy, it's a platform to take Kerbals up to height. Because I got a SSTO there, I was like, it's just a rocket stage. Are we going to? But we land it with parachutes, and this repacks the parachutes. That's what this does. That's the purpose of this. Just to repack the parachutes. It's a perfect description. Thingamajiggy. Wait, what have we called this? There's a small fly on the... I just want to get close, because when I was switching vessels earlier, we couldn't get close to it. We couldn't get back. SSTO shoot repacker. Makes sense, I guess. Oh, you can barely watch this. Oh, sorry. According to OBS, is doing 10 kbps down upload, so it's enough. I know you had bad internet back in the day. I can remember. I mean, I used dial-up for years as well. Mind you, I used to play Team Fortress Classic on dial-up, and that was good. It was good on dial-up, playing Team Fortress Classic. But then when there was be a problem, like the whole server would go down, and you know, there'd be someone on the server saying, "Oh, I'm getting ping errors," and this does look like it's gone out of alignment a little bit, doesn't it? It was straight at one time. Here we go. So that's all we got. Same vessel interaction, aim cameras, all we got. So think about this, think about it. Eddie can do anything with it, can he? Aim, can't do anything if he walks up to it. Can't walk on it. I unfortunately have missed the age of dial-up. Fortunately, yeah, fortunately. Have to go to physics class now. Okay, enjoy your physics class. Study well. I know. What level of education? I mean, I'm tempted. I am seriously thinking about going back into education this year. Actually, I know I'm a bit later in applying, but yeah. Physics class. Hmm. Oh, what the hell? What's going on there? Hmm. Don't know. Maybe we can use something. Maybe build something to bring like a piece of something out here and place it on top and see what happens. Right, let's go back to Space Center. Oh, my nose. Bloody nose. Yeah, maybe my nose is a cold rather than hay fever or something, because I took antihistamines earlier, but my nose is streaming and terrible. Because I went into the city yesterday to have a look at the university and see whether I can go back there. Right, new. I have to make a new vehicle, don't we? Right, get a pod of some sort. Where's the... Start with that. Got the flag of Glamorgan on there. Flag of Glamorgan, which changes something else. We got... what should we have? Tutbury. Wales again. Wales. Oh, Wales. There it is. We need something that can pick up a hab and then move a hab around. So I'm thinking of, like a passenger, like that. I can move that around. I don't like too much clipping unless it's it has to look aesthetically good. Any like shimmering textures I think is a bad thing. It's just personal opinion, I know. All right. Click because of the thumbnail. Yeah, explosions. So what are we doing? We're building a small vehicle that can take habs around KSC. You know, by habs I mean like passenger components. I mean, maybe I should change that thumbnail to actually have explosions on it. I just wanted an interesting thumbnail. But this vehicle is just going to take habs like passenger components just to do some experiments. That's all. Oh, okay. You can use Alt-click to duplicate it if you don't know. Hang on. Yeah, sorry, I had my phone muted, microphone muted. I just wanted to not talk for a bit. Yeah, sort of like model trains. And the other game I play and play on stream is Derail Valley. Oh, that is brilliant. I've been tempted to go back to Derail Valley. I've done a lot of Derail Valley over the last year. There you go, that's trains. Derail Valley. Yeah, there's Derail Valley videos on the channel. There's lots of Derail Valley videos on the channel. There's hours and hours of Derail Valley videos. 4-hour plus videos of driving trains. I haven't thought this through enough. We need power anyway. We need power on here. Let's at least a solar panel on it. This is what I hate. Stuff that doesn't, it just either looks floating or it's clipped too much. It bothers me. What are we going to call this? Move vehicle. Well, thank you. I hate cooking. I hate your cooking. I used to make lots of biscuits. That's what my cooking was. Making biscuits and cakes and things. My sister used to have a business making cakes. We don't need this anyway. We don't need that piece at all, really, do we? It's good enough. We're going to do this. I kind of regret hate your cooking username because it feels like I'm an insult people just by being present. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I mean, lots of people have got usernames and strange emails and stuff from making when they're young. I have as well, but yeah, Pump Cups isn't the only name I use. But then, it's what you were feeling at the time. Do you use it for business? Like applying for jobs and things. That'll be funny. Because I decided not to change my email addresses some people don't like. It's a way of seeing if an employer is sympathetic or any good. Don't like your email address, maybe not a good employer. I don't like that bit. The docking port were there, but they were just doing a test. We're just doing a test with this docking port. We're probably not going to leave this vehicle around for long anyway. I definitely don't use this username for business. Okay. Right, is that big enough? Is that too big or is that too small? Is that too big? Yeah, just a bit more electricity generation. Stick a repair thing on the back. Stick them on the side, can we? Just worried if these. I'm worried if it's too tall and it's going to fall over. We'll try it. We'll find out. There's repair kits. Stick a Kerbal on there. Where's Edney? Is Edney? Oh, Edney's still outside. Stick another engineer on there. Peggy, you're going in. Right. Let's test this now. Save. Launch. See what happens. Yeah, we'll leave four-wheel steering on. I often turn off four-wheel steering on vehicles, and just have steer with one set of wheels, but we'll have four-wheel steering and four-wheel drive on this. I think the little Rover we got over there doesn't have four-wheel steering. Where is it? This is this thing over. Oh yeah, we got to get over it, haven't we? We've got to drive over it. I'm just trying to work out on my own, hopefully, how this thing works. F5. So does it clamp stuff? It doesn't clamp stuff to the ground, does it? You can't activate that. I don't understand what it works. I don't understand how it works. I'm trying to work it out myself. I mean, does it need any of the other ground equipment near it? I hate that modifier key for KSP. Linux is right. Linux is the right shift. It makes me a noise. Linux is right shift. Yeah. What if it works with pre-attached parts? So has the Linux version of KSP got different keys, is it? There's this little fly on my monitor. Let me just get this little fly off. We've got a lot of annoyances tonight from my nose being unwell and. Great, can't pick it up now, can we? What are you trying to build? Oh, we're just experimenting at the moment. We're just experimenting. We're not trying to build anything. I mean, I want to know how that works. That thing works there. I mean, we've got the SST over there, which that's for. And I do have vehicles to refuel it, but there were bugs. I'm not sure if it's a bug or whether there's something I'm missing because we can't seem to refuel it on the ground. It's not a Swedish flag. It's the flag of St. David's. It's meant to be gold and black. That's the flag of St. David's. Excuse me, flag of St. David. But because you've got this experimental SST over here, which we landed with parachutes, so we've got a vehicle to repack its parachutes, which we've done. But it's refueling it now. It's refueling it we were having a problem with, and that's one of the things I want to do is make another vehicle to pick this thing up over here and drive it around and move it to other places. So that's something we could work on. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Well, as long as we haven't killed, as long as we haven't killed the Kerbal. Oh, okay, all right. Right, we're close enough to it anyway. Wait, no, we're not. No, not. We can't get it to it. All right, never mind. Go on a bit further. Right, in order to change vessels, how close do we have to be? You can move the orientation of the part with WASD if you do not know. Move because attachment to nodes is stronger than radial attachments. The Kerbal can't get aboard there anyway. Right, so if we were within a kilometre, we still can't go to it, can we? No. So what's the distance we need to to switch to it? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll mess with this another time. Cover vessel. And you hold shift while moving parts with the axis to move them further from the part's parent. We'll get the little car thing with Edney on it back to the runway to at least get 100% for parts. Actually, I might pick that up. I'm not going to leave this around. Oh, you're actually in class now. You're actually in class now. Is it that bad, huh? Shouldn't people be interested in physics class? If we go here, we can pick this up. Can we pick this up? No, we can't pick it up. Yes, I mean, if I go back to university, I mean, I've done 3 years personal tuition on the subject I'm tempted to go back for, actually, and in the first year, I'm worried I might find it boring as well. That's if I even get in, because I'm not really from the sort of background and guess educations. Right, we've got 100% on parts. Right, should we do something? Ferry to tourists. We can get you tourists to Minmus. It takes a while to get out to Min. Oh yeah, we had that thing in orbit, didn't we? Hang on, we got something in. Excuse me, we had something in orbit. We can use one of there's a piece of junk in orbit that says deorbit. I've called it deorbit if when we take the fuel out. 132, I think it was. 132. Needs a name. There's another one. Deorbit this after removing fuel. Deorbit this after removing fuel. I got a feeling it's one of the big things I was messing around with that didn't work properly or I didn't like it. Yeah, it's quite large. It's quite large. It's got fuel. Oh, it's got loads of fuel on board. That and that. Right. Let's find the tug. Let's find a tug. There's Eiffel is one of the tugs. I've got 3 tugs in orbit. One named after engineers. Eiffel is the 3rd one. Eiffel has got some broken bits and needs work. The ferret is a lander. potato masher is an interplanetary thing that needs to be deorbited, and we may need to make a different design. Asteroid miner has got an asteroid on it, and it's the wrong size asteroid for mining. We've got a fuel tank, a random bit of junk in orbit, one of the stations, and that's over there. Where's the other tug? There's Brunel. There's Brunel. Brunel's here. Switch Brunel. Switch to Brunel. Brunel's the first, because we've got 3 tugs and they're named after engineers. We've got Brunel, Telford, and Eiffel. Eiffel was named by the chat. People in chat. There's a French viewer in chat and thought Eiffel was a good name. The message seemed to be delayed, but the Linux version is different for some weird reason. Okay. Right, how much fuel we got? We're full of fuel. We're full of fuel. We could dump this fuel off in one of the space stations, then go take the fuel out of that stage we need to deorbit, and then all right, where's Cafe Alpha? Cafe Alpha should be the closest space station. We've got a really impressive space station out here called Spacehawk 1. Spacehawk 1 is awesome. It's based on Spacehawk 1. You know, a space station from Terrahawks, which is an 80s sci-fi series I used to enjoy. And I made an analog for it out there with stock parts. It's way up there. Where are we? Deorbit this after removing fuel. We need... Where's Cafe Alpha? There we go. Let's get to Cafe Alpha. Right, change inclination. The inclination closest to apoapsis, which is this one. Oh, we're already on the right orbit. I think our orbit's too close to... I'm switching this to 360 so it looks blue to me. Hi. Oh, hello, Syntax. Hi. Did I start streaming earlier tonight? I'm not sure, because you usually come in quite early in the streams. It is but a scratch. Yeah, it is but a scratch. There, this space station, when I first put it in orbit, I had some maneuvering issues. I was still learning the game, you know, made some mistakes, let's say that, and I knocked off a bunch of the solar panels, and I had to go and repair them in orbit. Mere scratches, mere scratches. Yeah, in real life, you wouldn't fire engines like this as close to other things. I'm watching this in 144p so you can see what the Kerbals in mission see. Yeah, 144. Yeah. Back in the past when you used to download some things and they're only in really low resolutions. Right, there we go. Right. Go on. The way KSP is meant to be played. Yeah, I mean, we used to have low resolutions on TV and stuff. I mean, what was the resolution of a Sinclair Spectrum? That's the first computer I had. Might be able to switch to it because there's nothing board to control it. This gantry thing on the end of Cafe Alpha, this bit's Cafe Alpha, on this bit on the end wasn't originally part of the station. That was the part of the mining rig that wasn't very successful. But rather than deorbiting it, I just left it on the station. I think it looks okay. It improves the look of the station, having the radiators on there and the solar panels. Yes, but I completed all your work early, so you completed your work. Okay, you've completed your work. Yeah, see, if I mean, because I'm my teacher is quite bad. Is quite bad. It's quite bad teaching. Yeah, you certainly got some teachers which are better than others, haven't you? Yeah, because in the education in the past with me, I was never very good. I'm not very bright, and I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm slow. It's part of my mental backwardsness, say. And I'm aiming, if I do go back into education, I'd like to make a massive effort and do things properly. Try to keep on top of everything. What about Linux? Linux? I'm not sure. Oscar Munya might be using Linux on a laptop and has been playing Kerbal on Linux, I believe. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you've been talking about? What about the Linux version? There is a Linux version of Kerbal. There has been for a long time. I'm not the only one. I'm only using it because my computer is a Steam Deck connected to keyboard and mouse. SteamOS. Oh, okay. SteamOS. Okay, where's this thing we've got to move fuel from? Where is it? 132, and then we'll deorbit it so we can get rid of some of this stuff we got in orbit. Deorbit this after removing fuel. Let's get rid of this. Right, we're on the same what you call it? Let's make our orbits a bit different so that we can get to it. It doesn't take too long to get to it. There you go, that's better. Right, change the inclination. Descending, ascending. Oh, $89 on pre-ordering KSP2. Oh. You should have compensation for that. They've got to give you compensation for that. You know, it's a letdown for the whole community what happened with KSP2. It's a big letdown for everyone. On topic of French, I had to help a French person whose car broke down on the intersection outside your house. Luckily, the EU Parliament had immediate. Yeah, they did stop killing games. Yeah, I heard about that. I actually hope something happens with stop killing games. Like abandoned games should be open sourced or something, and then given out to the community. Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, one of my favorite games, probably my favorite game of all time, and most people never even heard of it, is was it Wild Metal Country? Wild Metal Country. It was only available on PC and Dreamcast, and it's been abandoned and it's not available anywhere. And I'd love to see that somewhere. Yeah. French person whose car had broken down. I was just going to say something about that. I wish KSP had ARM 64 released. Yeah, yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. It'd be got updated for ARM. Yeah. That would be really cool. So I can run it on your Raspberry Pi. Yeah. Oscar Munoz said about helping a French person on a broken down car. It reminded me of a story. It's a true story. Because not far from where I live, there was a prisoner of war camp. And there's Germans being held there in the wartime. And they escaped by digging a tunnel. I mean, there's lots of stories of people escaping from prisoner of war camps on both sides. But this is one that was not far from me, where I live. And when the Germans got out, they tried to steal a car. They broke into a car and tried to steal it, and they couldn't get it started. And then some of the local residents saw them and went over to these Germans trying to steal a car. And the Germans said to the local residents, "Oh, we're Norwegian, and we're trying to get a car started. The car won't start." So the local residents of where I live went and helped them with this stolen car. They got it started and sent them on their way. It's just what the hell. Yeah, those escaped Germans got as far as Southampton, the story goes, and they got as far as Southampton, and they got recaptured in Southampton. I think that's what the story goes. Oh, hang on. Speaking of Raspberry Pi, my on-screen temperature isn't working. Hang on, let me try and get this working. I got a power bank on my desk that runs a little Node MCU, which is like an Arduino, and it runs a small server. Let me just plug it in again. Oh, it's not working. It's not dust on it, is it? It's not working. I realised it's not working. No, it's not working at all. No, it's not working because in some of my other live streams, I've got the temperature and humidity data and stuff like that on screen, and it's not working for me at the moment because I've got a small Node MCU on the desk in front of me, and it runs a small server, and it connects to the router, and OBS displays a browser window down here, and it shows the temperature, humidity, and brightness in my room. And I've got a small LCD screen on it in front of me. And I've just made it with Arduino parts and that. And yeah, it's not working at the moment. That's bothering me. Why isn't it working? I did plug it in. It runs off a power bank. It is. It's a wireless thing. I got it wirelessly connected to the router. It's just a small server. Just shows a small Ajax web page, and it just updates the temperature and humidity and things like that. And chat has stopped. Okay, I mean, I'll go back to listening to what I was listening to on the other monitor in a bit then. Chat has stopped. Right, let me start the stuff on the other monitor a sec. The podcast I was listening to. No syntax. I've never played War Thunder. I've never played War Thunder. I don't think I'm going to pick up many new games actually, because I want to do other things in my life, and I'm really enjoying making videos for my other YouTube channels. I'm really enjoying that. I mean, I want to get my car fixed and do more with the automotive YouTube channel I've got. So I'm not sure if I'll ever play another game again. Just stick with Kerbal and Derail Valley. You don't want to get addicted, yeah. I mean, like I said before, I think you heard me say before, Company of Heroes 2. I've got 2,200 hours in that, and it just hit me. That's like 80 days straight. It's 80 days of your life gone. It's playing one game. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm not quite there. I'm over 1,500 hours with Kerbal, for instance. So I'm not quite there with Kerbal. Should we take that out as well? Can we take that bit of fuel as well? Oh, we did get all the fuel out of it. There we go. So we've got to deorbit this. F5. Yeah, I mean, this YouTube channel wasn't meant to be for playing games. I just uploaded games on there, and I was streaming games on Twitch. It's just that it became popular, and so because I'd like to go back into education, I could do with the extra money and just seeing if I can get monetized. Because every time I stream Kerbal, for instance, there's two or three more subs, and I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting, it to get popular. So I'm just going to push it. Try and stream a few times a week and just see what happens. Because if it could come a source of income, great. But if it doesn't, then it's just worth a try. Where are we going? Let's get back to cafe. What are we doing with this? We'll just move this away from that L132, and then we go. I believe there's another one of these in orbit. We've got to get rid of that as well. So I'll bring up the deorbiting thing, and we'll deorbit that. All right, let's go back to Space Center. I mean, before I was playing, like an hour before I was playing this, I was editing one of the videos on one of my other channels. Oh, excuse me, I've got a bit of gas, right? Yeah, because it's about 12 that my cat settles down. Because when I'm trying to do other things on the computer and around on the day, I got my cat around me, and she wants attention. She wants to play. And she's settled down. She's on the buffet now. Where's my cat? Yeah, she's on the buffet. Turn the light on just to check she's okay. Alright, number 72. We'll use the normal one. Yeah, that's the one we had earlier. So this has got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 8 parachutes. So we'll just grapple it and then bring it down, and hopefully it'll land in one piece. That's what I'm intending to do. Launch. Alright, got to go. See you, Syntax. See you, Syntax, again. Or chat later. Or tomorrow. I've got to cue something else to listen to on the other monitor. Wonder what it is. I'll just click YouTube and see what's there to listen to. Oh, not switch to. I meant target. Set as target. Now we've got switch to. Great. Sorry, my nice disappearance. I got distracted. Well, yeah, the microphone is on. Sometimes I mute the microphone. Sorry, my unannounced disappearance got distracted researching ring modulators. I don't know what a ring modulator is, but I'm glad you know more about it. I assume it's nothing to do with cooking. It absolutely isn't about cooking. Yeah, when you say ring modulator and cooking, it makes me think of those little metal things you put in frying pans and you put the egg in it and make it like a poached egg. It modulates the size of the egg. I think my father used to sell them. He used to sell stuff like that. I like to research analog synthesizer. Oh, so it's music, audio related effect, is it? Ring modulator. Oh, it is by far one of the more simple effects out there. So is it done through hardware, software, or both? Just pressing the wrong button, sorry. It's done through hardware, but it really makes a cool effect. It's done through hardware. So a ring modulator. Yeah, I'm really impressed by people who can make good music. I mean, there's a lot of bad music out there, but there is a lot of good music. I mean, I had a lot of life things happen to me like 2 years ago, and I really haven't been listening to music since then. And I've been watching TikTok lately, and there's some of the paper airplane channels. So great music has made me think of East New Sound, the small arrangement group East New Sound. I want to go back to listen to music again. Forest Pireo. Right. Anyway, back to Kerbal. We're going to deorbit this. Try and get it aligned a little bit better. Got it. So straight enough. Because that's a bit off center from the center of mass. It looks like it's a bit off, isn't it? Because when you're in space, you've got to make sure the thrust goes through the center of mass. All right, we'll go with it. Is it F5? Make sure we have control down here. Control from here. This is empty. Deactivate these. Move the century activation tools. Right. Could just start RCS disabled. There you go. Just do that instead. Do you have to do it to every one? Yes. Okay, and that's deactivated. Right. It's a big thing to try and deorbit, isn't it? I just was wondering if we should bring a Kerbal out here and try and stick a field parachute on it. Gotta go, be back. All right, I'll see you later, cooking. F5. Right, we'll do the two. What are we at? 151 by 72. It's quite an awkward orbit. Right. So if we raise periapsis to about 80 and lower apoapsis to about 80 as well. So if we walk to there, then we'll do a prograde burn to raise the periapsis. Just so we can try and have a bit more prediction about where we're going to land when we come back. Because I don't think we're going to have a lot of control of where this thing ends up. So if we raise periapsis to about 80 odd something. Then we'll lower apoapsis. Let me look for what's on the other monitor that I can queue up to listen to. Yeah, I just tried listening to a few podcasts, but they just seem to be covering topics I wasn't interested in. So I'm putting something else on now. There we go. That's right. Let's get ready to do the deorbit now. Okay, F5. F5 again. Right, we'll do the burn now. Let's bring this thing back. I don't know how long it's been in orbit. Solar panels to solar. Oh, so we always knew the solar panels would be gone. Right, it's out of control now anyway. Yeah. They always were going to go. Is my stream behind? Is syntax check if the live at the bottom has got um, a red dot on it? If you click it, oh Kimmy, I didn't see you. Listening to something on the other monitor. There we go. Kimmy, I didn't see your post. It says, "Wow, beautiful landing." It's well, yeah. We do try to get back to KSC. We do try to get back to KSC. We're just deorbiting this piece of junk that we don't. I got another one of these in orbit. We need to deorbit. Right. Now the question is, do we just recover it here, or do we go and get the boat and try and bring this back? And it's quite large. Yeah, live has to have the red dot on it. Oh, it survived. Yeah, I didn't expect it to survive, actually. I didn't expect it to survive either. Fire the engine! Fire the engine! We could do. Well, could do. There's a torpedo now. Bloody big torpedo. I know we've had the boat out once tonight. We could leave the boat out, couldn't we, and just drop stages onto the runway. Get some engineers on there. Dill's a scientist. Edney's been out this evening. Sidlin, Beres. Hyogoken. Okay. Yeah, the Hyogoken flag is good because it works upside down as well. Because earlier this evening I put the not the Vale of Glamorgan, the Glamorganshire flag, Glamorgan flag of Glamorgan, and it only works one way, and it was bothering me. It was upside down. BRB, alright, soon bit syntax. How long are we streaming for? It's 2 hours 38 minutes. Yeah, not a lot's going to happen in the next half an hour because you've got to get this over there. Let's cue something else to listen to. That should have the brakes on, so it shouldn't be going too far. What's the name of this beauty? This is Recovery McRecoverface. Recovery McRecoverface 2. Because we got the second one and a third one. The third one was a bit silly because I started adding wings to it and trying to make it fly. It didn't go well. There we go. We pick up stuff out because this is a career game, Kimmy. This is a career game, so getting stuff back to the runway, we can get money from recovered parts. Because yeah, we're under 1 million now. Because the graph up here shows you the money we've got in over time in Kerbal. Of course, every time we start experimenting with things like the SSTO we got parked over there, it's over here somewhere. There. Is that it? Yeah. It costs money. In-game money, anyway. Alright. We need to get the speed down to about 0, then I'll do a quick save, and then we'll go over there and pick this stage up, this down stage. We've got other vehicles that can actually fly and pick up stages. We also got a ground vehicle that can roll across the ground and pick things up. Now we've got this, which picks things up from the water. There we go. If we press F5, you can only do a quick save when you're not moving over the ground. So we will do that. Point towards the target, then fire up, push the engines forward and move towards it. I know it takes a while. It's a bit slow. It's a bit slow moving in the water. I've seen people do that. I've still not tried Korea. It seems very challenging. It's a bit more challenging. It's a bit more challenging, but I mean, you don't have to bring stuff back to the runway. It's just that if you don't bring stuff back to the runway, you've got to take it on more contracts to make the money up for your other projects. Because I've unlocked most of the things in the game, I've got a few self-imposed rules, like try to do is make the vehicles as stock as possible, and only restrict myself to realistic engines. So yeah, it's just like an extra challenge, just an extra challenge. So do two of those. Sorry, excuse me. Put those engines up there. Stick these over here. But the mug recovery case, I've never seen something as cool as it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got previous boats than this that like I had like a U-shaped one where we had to reverse onto stuff, but this one's far easier, far easier. I mean, I had another boat that was a mono hull and it has a little grappler in the back, and we used to tow stuff back. And where are you in terms of career? I think I've done most things in game now. I got most of the parts that I want. All the parts I want to use we've got. So it's just a matter of just messing around and doing different projects, like making SSTOs and taking Kerbals to cool places. You just follow the coast to the left, KC, until you find the Cove launch site. Right, we're going to hit it, so I'm going to slow down a bit. I'm using the reverse thrust on the outer engines to control manoeuvring. It's just easier to control the manoeuvring with the engines. Yeah, the first boat I made was a mono hull. It had one hull, and we stuck a grappling on the end, a grappling hook, and no, one of these, grabbing unit. And that worked, but when we got to bigger stages, it worked to very small stages in the water. When we moved to bigger stages, it wasn't as good. Oh, those engines aren't shut down, are they? Activate engines, activate engines. Are they shut down? Yeah, it's a bit slow manoeuvring this about, but we'll just take it carefully. Because when I first used the boats in the game, they didn't have robotics, so we didn't have things like that there. Oops. There we go. Slowly does it, slowly does it. Reverse slash, reverse slash. We've got to retract that solar panel. We switch to this, retract that solar panel. Right, how far? We're going to use one of these grappling units to pick this up as well, so it doesn't fall apart. Careful, does it? Careful. Full thrust, full thrust. I feel sad for people who just discovered KSP. One of my favourite things to do is explore the new features and the new updates. Yeah, and the fact it's not being actively developed now. It's amazing as people are still discovering the game. I mean, KSP is brilliant. But it is sad it's not being actively developed. Alright. Yeah, we need more of those, really. I need another one down here, don't we, to try and stick stuff in the middle. Is that good enough? Have you ever tried recreating SpaceX landing boosters? The closest we got is the SST over there. because I don't do powered landings. Instead, we did a parachute landing, but it did land vertical. Yeah, all the money that KSP is earning right now goes to some private equity jerks. And just saying, KSP doesn't have DRM. Yeah. Yeah, KSP doesn't have DRM. That's very true. You can just play it. Because I used to keep a copy on a USB stick. I think when I went to my brother's house, I would just play it on my brother's computer, and then bring it back. Right, let's try this. That. This one. You will. That one. This one. Sorry, got a few of these we're gonna have to juggle now. Because usually we don't have we don't pick up a stage as big as this usually. F5. So which one's trying first? Will that go down? Isn't even lifting it up. There we go, got it. Got it. Yeah, it's bigger than the normal stages we pick up. Right, we've got to prepare it now. Get rid of all the torque that's on it. Stop the torque wheels causing problems. There's a torque wheel there. Set that to same vessel interaction, set that to, and then we can set that to same vessel interaction. We can use that just to hold it in place a bit, so we can get rid of that. F5. Right, stop this doing torque, toggle torque, toggle torque on that, torque disabled. Shut down this engine, and stop it gimbling. Right, and then take control over here. Control from here. Right. I think we've got everything. F5. I think that's it. I think we can start going back. Forward thrust, forward thrust. Set target over there. Actually, we should do another quick save first. Right, F5. Yeah, didn't we look up? We looked up KSP not so long ago, and I think it was far more expensive than I expected it to be, like 50 quid or something. I mean, it's a good game, but I didn't expect it to be that expensive when we looked it up not so long ago. One of the previous streams we had a quick look, didn't we? We can activate these engines, yeah. KSP 2 is still around 60. It's shocking they're still offering KSP 2 for sale. They should get rid of it. Stop development from and left it out unfinished. That's ridiculous. Really irritates me, that does. I'll wait for it to get it on a good sale and for the community to maybe fix it with mods. Yeah, they might fix it with mods, see what happens. I think it's okay to stay with KSP1. I mean, I know under the surface it apparently had a lot of problems, or has a lot of problems, but I mean, you can do impressive things with it. It's great as an educational tool. Yeah, Kimi, the closer we can get stages to the runway, the more money we can get. We get 100% return on used parts by returning them to the runway. I mean, you can recover stuff out here, but just the closer, you don't necessarily need to be on it. But on these streams, we like to be as close to the runway as possible. You know, actually on it to get 100%. But what I was meaning to say is, the closer you are to the runway, dangling down a bit. The closer you are to the runway, the more you can get for recovered parts. And you get 100% on the runway. Didn't know that. I don't mean to sound patronising either. Sorry about that if I do sound patronising. Do tell me if I do that, because I have no intention of sounding like that at any time. Yeah, but I mean it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge because you try not to waste stuff. Another thing I don't like either is having lots of junk in orbit. So I always try to bring the junk back. Like, that's what this is. This has been in orbit for years. This stage here. Get it on the runway. I'm back. Hello, Cookin. Yeah, we've got this stage to go on. We're going to hit the ground. You're going to hit the ground. No, it didn't hit the ground. It's getting a bit close, though, isn't it? There we go. Surprised that didn't hit the ground. These challenges make the playthrough more amusing, yeah. Yeah, I mean this is ridiculous, this thing. And I did try to stick wings on it and fly it. Well, we got it back to the runway, and we got it back in more or less one piece. I mean the solar panels broke off because they were fixed solar panels, but they did that through doing re-entry, but it come back, there you go. Recover vessel. Oh, we've been streaming for 2 hours 58 minutes. I might take a rest in a bit. We got that launch stage to come back. I want to show Kimmy the launch stage. This is just so epic, right? If we go to parts, it says there, see, 100% of value. See, part resources recovered at runway, 100% of value. So we get all that money back. Get that money back. So that's good. It shows you all the parts. Do we get money for fuel? We get money for fuel as well. We get money for fuel as well. And there's the Kerbals. We've got to bring back the launch stage now. The launch stage, the thing the grappling, the deorbiting thing. We've got to bring that back now. Where is it? By here. Come on, load, loading. Load. There we go, this thing, right? We've got 3 fuel tanks, and with the remaining fuel in here, we bring this back. And what I do is I move fuel between the tanks to control the center of gravity, and we can use that to shift and change how controllable it is on the way down. Got these tiny wings here to try and control it and try and get it to the runway, and then we'll use the parachutes to get it to the runway. If it misses the runway and goes in the sea, we'll use a boat to pick it up. If it's short of the runway, we'll use a vehicle to go and pick it up. But sometimes I just can't be bothered, and I'll just recover it anywhere. But yeah, this is quite good. I enjoy using this. I know there are other methods. I know there are other methods we could work on, but I quite enjoy this. It's reasonably reliable. Yeah, 81 by 84 orbit. We can get this back from there. F5. Right, the mountain range I do around about here on this mountain range to do the deorbit burn. Though I have a belief that they added the creators of the game to show you to do the deorbit burn there, but I just tend to have more, like if I try it by there, I am either overshooting. I found I was overshooting or undershooting more. You can also get 100% by recovering to the island runway, and I assume the other runway as well, the desert runway. Okay, ready. Right, hit F5. Make sure it's facing retrograde. Sorry. Quick save before deorbiting. Press F5. Yeah, quick save. Yeah, quick save. Right. And I've stuck a little habitation over here on the other island to show you where the deorbit orb path needs to go. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's not as if there's Kerbals aboard. We need to be extra cautious if there's Kerbals aboard. But there's no Kerbals aboard this one, so if it does break down or we get it in the wrong space or it hits a mountainside at Mach 3, it's fine. Okay, so we use the fuel to move the center of gravity around. Because of these wings, the center of pressure is about here. That's the center of pressure is about the point that it aerodynamically moves around. With gravity, there's also a center of gravity, which at the moment should be in the middle. Because usually, it used to be the camera was on the center of mass, the center of gravity, but you can move fuel between the tanks, and the camera's moving back. So we're moving the center of pressure further back at the moment, so that we can go at engine bell first, and then we can fire the engine on the way down to try and adjust where we end up. But once we're halfway through the deorbit, we can move the center, our trip back. We move the center of pressure up here by moving the fuel about, and then hopefully it'll spin around and we'll have aerodynamic control, and at least control where we get it on the runway. I mean, this is what's called by cross-range capability. It's about the ability to change where you end up during deorbit. Let's speed this up. Fizz warp. So you fire the engine a little bit so we get this point here. Try and control where we end up. But of course, the more we fire the engine, the more fuel we're using, and we need that to control our ballast. Control where the central pressure and center of gravity is. So it looks kind of basic, and we're not doing repulsive landings, so other people think it's quite basic, but we put a lot of thought into it. The goal of the current mission, this is just deorbiting one of the launch stages. Right, Cryptic, this is a launch stage that launched something into orbit like an hour ago. And we're just deorbiting it to bring it back to the runway, because this is a career game. Bringing stuff back to the runway, we can get money on recovered parts, Kerbal funds for recovered parts. So that's what we're trying to do. So I'm going to start shifting the fuel forward now. So we'll have aerodynamic control at some point. You know, we put thought into it. Well, we do actually have space planes that can recover to the runway on landing gear. We do have that. We do have those as well. Okay. Come on, calm down. Not yet, not yet. Yes, just wait for it to come. We could recover it to the island runway. I'd like to recover it to the main runway. Yeah, we don't have a lot of control over it yet at the moment. Yeah, this hasn't gone as well as the other ones, is it? Right, come on. Shift the fuel forward, come on. Usually, I say, we usually get really good recovery with this. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Got it. There we go. Easy. Nothing to it. Just fly it back. I know we're a bit further out. I'm not sure if we've got enough fuel to get back. I mean, check some of the other streams, because we have been able to get it exactly on the runway. Okay, we got it. Yeah, this isn't the best deorbit. You can change your username in chat, can you? All right, I'm not going to bring the boat out to pick this up, but we could bring the boat out to pick it up. But I don't think we're going to right now. Yeah, we're too far away from the runway. Yeah, you can usually do that better. We can usually do that better. It's going to take too long now to get the boat out. We've had the boat out twice today. So if we recover vessel from here, I'll show you it's only going to be like 90% of funds for recovered parts. I'm just tapping out for a second. We'll go back to Kerbal now. There we go. If we go parts, there's 97.5% of value. So if we got it back to the runway, it would have been 100%. We can get 100% just on the landing pad if we can get back to the landing pad. We've got an SSTO we've been experimenting with there that needs refueling. We've got to move that back out the way because that's annoying at the moment, yeah. What should we do? What should we do? What about a seaplane that flies down, grabs, scoops a launch stage up, then flies back? It's difficult because I found I can't land on the water, but whether we can grapple something in flight, I don't know. Because I tried landing on water and I always found I would break stuff. Well, what had been suggested by chat in a previous when I was streaming on Twitch was that we could use. Hang on, I'll show you now. Do you have all the tech unlocked? We've got everything except a couple of the engines I don't want to use. So I've got everything I want to use in game. We've got unlocked. I'll show you what we got now. We've got this. It's a Kerbal monstrosity. Right. Because we got the other boats. These are the monohulls. See, this is like the early boats I did. They had little diving bell thing. Yeah. Because we got this monstrosity. Whereas the boat's the recovery boat, but we stuck wings and engines on it. It's a recover face. The idea was that we could fly this out here, but I couldn't land anything on the water. It was broke. The idea with this is I was going to stick parachutes on it, so we fly over the stage, right? That's in the water. Pop the parachutes, land on the water, then we use the engines at the back to maneuver onto it like we do with the other boats, and then we take off from the water and bring it back to the runway. That was the idea. I mean, if we test fly this, I want to make sure there's no Kerbals in it because it won't end well. Monstrosity is the right word. Yeah, but that's the idea. We're going to land with parachutes over the stage in the water, take off from the water, because landing on the water I found it was too difficult. But yeah, if we land with parachutes on the water, take off from the water. Yeah, monstrosity. It's just, what are we doing? Make sure there's no Kerbals aboard. Make sure there's no Kerbals aboard. It's danger to Kerbals. This is danger to Kerbal's life. It can't really be rotated because there's too much landing gear on it. We'll have to retract some of the landing gear at the back. It's I didn't check whether the centre of pressure and centre of mass is in the right position, so it may not even fly at all. Are we really going to try this? This is going to put our... If this crashes now, it's going to put our funds back. Jeb died long ago. What are we doing? What are we doing with this? Yeah, I got rid of the landing gear by here so that you can pick, so it can at least be rotated. Right, let me do the alter the trim now. So we've got some pitch up trim. F5. Yeah, I built this a few years ago. So it's I think we need to do a better version of this, really. Right, F5 again. Make sure there's no Kerbals in it. This isn't going to end well. This isn't going to end well. One thing Jeb would be scared of, yeah. It's got a slight roll, a slight yaw to the right. Yeah, it's pitching down too much. Yeah, it needs work. It needs work. It doesn't have a lot of pitch control. It needs more elevators on it. Yeah, that's going to make a big dent into our funds, isn't it? You felt that, yeah. Damn. No, we're not. We're not going to go and we're not going to mess around with F9 and reload it. No, we're just messing around. We've still got 9.8 million. Because when I started doing a career game, the idea was never to do a save and recovery. But when I started losing Kerbals, never to save the game in order to recover stuff. More wings. Could do with more wings. More wings, but it needs more elevator. Load. Come on. There we go. So get rid of those, then stick. We're gonna do this. We're really gonna do stuff with this. There's the center of thrust, center of mass, center of pressure. Maybe more surface area for impact absorption in landings. I'm going to try and stick more elevator on there at the moment, so do this. Where's that one? I don't even like using that. I'd rather have a flat one. Are we going to work? Are we really working on this now? Are we really working on this? Oh, we have one on the other side. Yeah, we do have one on the other side. Okay. I have that one not working yaw, and have that one not working roll and yaw. Right. That one controls what? Oh, that one doesn't control. Yeah, it controls pitch. It doesn't control roll. Roll. Right. Yeah, we got that. And we don't need that one controlling yaw either. It's just. And that one controls everything except yaw. And this controls just yaw. Right. Okay. Center of pressure. Save. The wings do flex a bit, don't they? BRB syntax. I don't like clipping too much unless it's strictly necessary. Save. Save. Is that enough extra wing area? Should the wings be further back? If it is a seaplane, it needs to be a bit smaller so that you could impact the water at a slower speed. We've tried it before. The Mark II is the best, I think. Maybe more surface area to absorption. We can't make this any smaller. Struts. Strut the strut. Legs are hurting because I'm still sat awkwardly on my chair. Try it on a normal flight around the space center. Yeah, that's what we'll try and that's what we'll try to do. That's what we'll try to do now. I mean, I don't think we'll get very far, but we'll try it. What's the other one? That one. Are we witnessing the birth of McRecover Phase 5? Because this one's number 4, isn't it? We could name it number 5, but then number 4 didn't work very well. This is just a modification of 4. Alright. Save. Make sure there's no Kerbals aboard because they won't survive. think the center of pressure, the aero centers should be further back. We'll try it. If we manage to do a circuit with this, I'll be seriously impressed. And place your bets now. How far around on the circuit can we get? We just take off, do a right hand turn, a left hand circuit, and see how far we can get. And I'm pressing F5, but we probably won't recover anyway. I'm adjusting the trim. I'm hoping it'll take off on its own on trim. It won't, will it? Yeah, there's more pitch authority. I'm trying to trim it out. I'm trying to trim it so it'll fly straight and level. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of trim there. Hang on. This might work. A slight roll to the... There's a slight roll on it. Halfway. My cat has just woken up and she's off the buffet, so she'll probably want some attention in a minute. Yeah, I'm playing with keyboard controls because my wireless controller kept disconnecting itself, and so I got a bit annoyed with it and stopped using it. It's actually working. Yeah, it's actually working. Working in quotes, yeah, working in quotes. You just have to believe. It's currently flying on belief. Belief is its fuel for keeping it flying. It doesn't fly. It's so ugly, the ground simply repels it. We are going at full throttle, by the way. It needs full throttle just to stay airborne. I'm trying to lower the trim so just keep it straight and level. Yeah, it needs a lot of trim to keep it upright. Could do with more thrust, I think. Yeah, the goal was never speed. That's very true. That's very true, Kimmy. Yeah, the goal was never speed. It's okay on fuel. Returning too early? Maybe. Do this, yeah, it looks like we're doing it. It can actually work, couldn't it? It can actually work. Go on, get it back, just coax it back. I mean, we're overshooting the runway there. The two runway flags are over here, so they're over there, those two on the left. The two triangular bits, they're the runway flags. Yeah, what I did, I put flags at the end of the runway so we can see where the end of the runway is. Almost there. See, when we start slowing down, we're going to need more trim, and we don't have a lot of trim left. Let's throttle to land well, yeah. Here's where we're going to start having problems, because we might have to use more trim. No, we're coming in too fast now, are we? We have to do another circuit. Yeah, it's hard to see. This could work. This could really work. No, calm down. Don't celebrate too early. Flare, flare. Oh, yeah, hang on. No, bounce. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. That is rolling out. Is it going to slow down? Looking at the surface speed. Brakes are on. The brakes are on. Reverse thrust. Yeah, we can set up a key to activate reverse thrust, couldn't we? That was amazing. That was really. I'm really impressed. Yeah, I didn't think that would work at all. I didn't think that would work at all. Oh, this is really good. Thank you for the encouragement. I wasn't even going to bother doing this evening. You know, I thought, oh, this thing doesn't work, and I was going to scrap it. You know. So what do you think? The idea of going out there and picking up down stages, you know, cover the top with, or cover it with parachutes. When there's a stage in the water, we fire the parachutes so when we fly over the stage, land on it, pick up the stage, you know, maneuver it like the other boats we got, and then fly it back to KSC. course, there's going to be a problem there. We've got to make sure that when you pick up a down stage from the water, it's that the centre of gravity is in the right place. And the stage that's in the water may have aerodynamic surfaces on itself that will need to be looked at. But we've got other vehicles we've flown back with that land on the land and pick up stages, but nothing as crazy as this. I mean, they're still crazy. I'll show you now. We recover vessel. That was really, really good. Just allows you to get more range, yeah, because I've done streams before now which goes for like 3 hours and the whole stream is just using the boat to traipse across most of the planet just to pick up a down stage, and it just gets boring then. Like, my rule of thumb has been, if something lands in the water and it's further away than the island, it's not worth going and picking up. That's been my rule of thumb. 100% of value. Yeah, if something is further away than the island, I'm not going to bother going and getting it, because it takes too long to get out there and go and get it. But something that flies, it opens up that possibility. Definitely opens up that possibility. Yeah, impressed by that. You know, that's one of the good things about Kerbal. You know, you could do something like that. The first time you land on the moon, for instance, or the first time you land on Minmus, it's just such a sense of accomplishment. You don't really get that with many other games. Right, what do we need to do to this now? What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to show you some of the other things we got. We got, what was the other aircraft? The aircraft we've got. It's not dissimilar from this, but it doesn't float. Open. Where is it? I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Got all sorts of stuff in here, this thing. Local Transporter Recoverer 2. This we've used successfully to pick up stages on the other side of the mountains and that. We've used this successfully. Yeah. It's another monstrosity, but it's not quite as much as the flying boat we just had. What's the first flying boat called? It's Carry Donkey, wasn't it? Carry Donkey. Carry Donkey, yeah. This is the first flyer we had. It's got a stage on it. Anyway, I think I'm going to take a rest because we've been streaming for 3 hours 44 minutes. And it's 3:46 in the morning here, and I'm going to take a rest. Is that okay? So I've been streaming for 3 hours 45 minutes. So I will leave it there tonight. Well, thank you for joining us, Kimmy, and giving me some encouragement, Cryptic. Who else has chatted tonight? We had Syntax. We had somebody new right at the beginning. We had quite a few chatters tonight. And there's my kitty. She's awake now. She's awake and wandering around my room. She wants some attention. She wants some food. So I'm going to give my cat some attention. If I don't give my cat some attention, she will jump on the desk and jump on the keyboard. So, you know, if she gets up, she gotta have attention. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Kimmy, and everyone else tonight. I'm just scrolling up and seeing who else chatted. I hate cooking. I hate your cooking was the name of someone who came in earlier. Yeah, and they gave some encouragement as well. Oscar Munya. I'm just scrolling through the other people who chatted. Oh, we had someone, Lucas. Lucas came in as well. Right, Dadoog. Okay. Yeah, there's some chats which I missed because there was a lot of chats earlier. I'm just scrolling up. and SP came in at the beginning. Yeah. Yeah. Good night. Good morning. I'm going to take a rest, and I'll